Hello and welcome back to another episode of our terminal report system. And I'm sure you've been able to develop the student worksheet list. So today we'll be looking at how best we can design our grading system in the subject list system in addition to the non-academic performance. So please open your Excel template from the previous lesson. So mine will open shortly, then we will continue from there. Okay, it has opened. So what we need to do is to have another worksheet within this particular workbook. So we have student list, which is a worksheet inside the terminal report system workbook. So we need another sheet. And in creating sheet, we have two ways of doing that. It's either we use the Microsoft Ribbon, we go to the Home tab, we come to the Cells group, we locate Insert, we select Insert Sheet. That is one way of going about it. Or you can come and click on the plus sign to insert a new sheet. Good. So with our educational system, we have something like 80 to 100. Then we have 75 to, let's say, 79. Then we have 70 to 74. And this is what most schools use, 65 to 69. Then we move to 60 to 64, then 50 to 59, and then 45 to 49. Yeah, 45 to 49. Then we go from 40 to 44. Then we have 0 to 39. So they will normally tell you, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So most of us are familiar with this type of grading system, and that's what we'll be using for our terminal report. So we normally pick the lower limit. In statistics, we have lower class limit and upper class limit. And because of the formula that we'll be using VLOOKUP. So we need to go through a list in a particular column, identify the score, and pick it associated with value on that particular row. So we have to start from something like a score. So let me put the score here. So it starts from 0, we move to 40, we go to 45, we go to 50, we go to 60, we go to 65, we go to 70, 75, and 80. So the principles are the same. So if a school is using something different, you can just adapt. So the grade, as we all know, in the senior high school F9, we have E8, then we have D7, good, C6, C5, we have C4, we have a B3, a B2, and an A1. But what I learned from Ghana Christian International was this O and A level system, they had a totally different, approach to their grading system. So this is why I learned that the remarks for a fail can be termed as unclassified for the O and A level. So you can adapt that, use that. Then we have pass, we have credit, okay. Then another credit. Then I'll do good, very good, and what? Excellent. Yeah. So that solves our academic grading system. So what I'll do is I'll delete this, then you need to save as you go along. So I'll select merge and center, then I'll term this as what? Academic, okay, grading system. And there is this thing I want us to introduce. So we have a non-academic grading system. And this is something I learned from Ghana Christian International. So we go to score, then they use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and these are the associated remarks for that. So we have good, quite good, we have average, we have improved, then we have needs improvement, then from there we have cause for concern. So they normally use this to measure the student attitude towards lessons, towards teachers, towards colleagues. So if the student is a good student, they assign one, and the system automatically bring out this remark using the VLOOKUP system. Okay, so that's for the academic and non-academic grading system. And we also need to look at the subjects that we are dealing with. So we have something like the serial number. Okay, so serial number, which should be capital. Sorry for that. And we need to number them 1 through to 11, about 11 subject maximum. So you do 1 and 2. So instead of doing 3, 4, 5, you just select the 2 by using the shift and down arrow key. Then you use autofill. So once that fill handle comes, you drag, and you get your 11 subjects like that. So in the Microsoft exam, they can give you 20, 20. Then they ask you the next value is 2056. So you need to do that in incremental order. So once you do it, automatically the system will know how to do the calculation to 2092, 20, 21, 28. So this is just a tip if you want to write a Microsoft exam. Okay, so that is for the serial number. Then we look at JHS. So we start with SHS. Then we look at what? JHS. Like that. So SHS, what subjects are they really doing? So we have core mathematics, we have English language, we have integrated science, we have social studies. So from social studies, we move to ICT, we have physical education, then you can have elective 1, elective 2 in that order. So I just click and drag, and I'm not sure they'll be doing more than 5 electives. So this 11 subjects will be okay for a terminal report system. So when you come to the junior high school, they also do probably mathematics, and they talk about ICT, they talk about English language. Then we look at music, home science or BDT. We look at integrated science. We look at social studies. Then what else are we going to be talking about? French. What's next? Social, ICT, math, English. Okay, home science, which is the BDT. Okay, so I think that will be that. So math, English, science, ICT, social. Okay, so if you have more subjects, you can just top it up. Okay, so that is that for the JHS system. Then we also need to look at the other bit, which is the classes. The classes we are dealing with. So for the classes, we have term 1, term 2, term 3, up to term 9, right? So we can have something like first term. So first term like this, then you just drag. The system will know that, okay, you want it in this particular format. So as you finish, that is that. But I want all of them to be in caps. So I'll use the formula. It is equal to upper, which is a text function. Then I select the J2. I close it, hit enter. Then I'll do an autofill. Automatically, the system should fill that for me. I'll do a Control C to copy. Then I'll come and use paste special. So when I come to the home, we have the clipboard group. I select, then I select paste word values. Later we can explore that under the masterclass for Excel. Okay, so that is solved. So because we said we are creating the student list for 10 classes, which gives us a total of 500 students, that is 50 students per each class. We also need to have 10 classes here. So you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Is it up to 10? Okay, so I'll just select the range. Then this one will give me a count of 10. That is it. Then I'll do a Control C to copy. I select this whole stretch, Shift and right arrow, Control V to paste. Very simple. You save a lot of time. Good. So that is what we've been able to do now for the design of our grading system. Okay. So now we need to apply some colors. So I'll select this and that. Then probably I'll come and take maybe something like this and change the color to something like that. Good. So once I have the desired color, I just come and click on Format Painter. Then I select it, applied. Format Painter, I select it, applied. Format Painter, I select it, applied. That's it. Then we need to look at this aspect as well. Okay. So for this aspect, I'll pick a design like this. Okay, so it depends on your preference, what you want and what you want to get done. Okay, so I'll go for this. Then once I go for that, I'll do my Format Painter. Then I'll come do it for this. Then do it for that. And I'll come and also do it for this. Good. So there's a need for us to create a whole new subject list for our data entry aspect of this particular presentation. So what I'll do is, how many subjects are we talking about? So just type subject. Okay, then use the Format Painter as usual. Then come here. How many subjects? So I'll say it is equal to whatever is here, like that. So if you're designing it for JHS, you just copy the JHS and put it here. If you're doing it for SHS, you only have to put them here, then automatically the system will pick those values for you. So you do an autofill to the 5th elective. But I want it in capital letters, so it is equal to, then I need to apply upper function to it. From my formula bar, hit enter, is done. So the system automatically converts all into uppercase. So that's the beauty of Excel. So I come here, I do a Format Painter, then I drag down, then that's it. As simple as that. So if I come here and change here to economics, automatically it should reflect there. If I go to elective 2, I make it geography, automatically it reflects. So basically that is how it works. So let me go back. Elective 1, elective 2. Yeah, something like this. Nice and easy. Hope it's not confusing. Okay, so now once we've finished, we need to do some editing. I don't want this entire gap. So what I'll do is I'll copy this whole stretch, Control C, take it up, then I'll merge and center to let it look more professional. I'll say okay, good. Then I'll use my Format Painter. I'll do a double click on the Format Painter. So once I click once, automatically it will do the merge and center for me. And this saves us a lot of time. Good. So I think we are done with the design of our terminal report system. So I'll do double click. So what is happening? Okay, this is way too much. Let me close it. No. Okay, undo. And what I'll do is I will merge and center this. Okay, that's it. Then I'll come to view, take away the grid lines. Then I'll need to hide the rows that are not needed. So I'll select row 29, Control Shift down arrow. Then what do? Oh, let me go back up. Row 29. I'll do a Control Shift down arrow. Do a right click, select hide. I'll go and do the same for the column. So from here, Control Shift right arrow, do a right click. I'll hide it so that I'll only be limited to this space. So I can just close this. And that pretty much solves this grading system. So we need to rename our sheets. So you double click. So grading system, subject, and term. Okay. Grading system and subject. As simple as that. Good. So let it look more nice. We add tab colors to it. So you pick any color of your choice. So I pick this and I come to grading system. I come and pick another color. Let's say yellow. That's it. So we continue with our presentation. So let me close this, save and close. So this is how you design it. So please do save and let me get screenshot of what you've been able to do. And if there is a need for me to go back and explain, I will do that before I continue with the next lesson. If not, I'll just proceed. Okay, so that is that for the grading system. So the next meeting or the next lesson will be on creating the school-based assessment worksheet. So how can you create this? Then automatically fill in the names from the student worksheet, because I asked you to populate it with about 5 students for each class, just some names randomly from your head. Then you see how best we can link all of these sheets together. So you create this and make copies of about 100 plus. So please stay tuned for more educative videos on how to develop terminal report systems. God bless.